What is the FLSA, and how does it affect overtime rights? In recent days, there has been a surge of interest surrounding the Fair Labor Standards Act. Many people are questioning how this law impacts their overtime rights. If you are an employee or an employer trying to navigate these regulations, you are not alone. Understanding the Fair Labor Standards Act is essential for both parties. The Fair Labor Standards Act is a federal law that was enacted in 1938. It establishes minimum wage, overtime pay, record-keeping, and youth employment standards. This law affects employees in the private sector and in federal, state, and local governments. Its main goal is to protect workers from unfair pay practices. When it comes to overtime rights, the Fair Labor Standards Act requires covered employers to pay non-exempt employees overtime pay. This pay must be at least 1.5 times their regular rate for all hours worked over 40 in a work week. This provision discourages employers from overworking employees without additional compensation. Employees are classified as either exempt or non-exempt under this law. Exempt employees include certain executive, administrative, professional, and outside sales employees. These classifications depend on specific criteria related to job duties and salary levels. Non-exempt employees, however, are entitled to overtime pay for hours worked beyond 40 in a week. The Fair Labor Standards Act also sets the minimum wage standard. This is the lowest hourly pay that employers must provide. Employers must maintain accurate records of hours worked and wages paid to comply with the law. In practice, the Fair Labor Standards Act affects overtime rights by mandating overtime pay for eligible employees. It defines which employees qualify for overtime protections based on their job duties and salary. Employers must keep detailed records of hours and wages. The Department of Labor is responsible for enforcing these standards and can investigate violations. Employers need to classify employees correctly and track hours to ensure compliance. Noncompliance can lead to back pay awards, fines, and legal action. While the Fair Labor Standards Act is a federal law, some states have their own overtime laws. These state laws may provide greater protections or different thresholds. Employers must comply with both federal and state laws, applying the standard that is most favorable to the employee. The Fair Labor Standards Act is a foundational labor law that guarantees overtime pay rights to many workers. It ensures fair compensation for extended work hours and protects against wage abuses. Understanding this law is essential for both employees and employers in today's workforce.